Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the
turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Inside the Big House, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Now on first down from the 30. Power football with the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
He's loose. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We talked a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He wants it all. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense looks like they're coming. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The corners are walked up tight. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Creates a little room. Turns on the Jets. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walters. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Throws to the back. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. First down, just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There he goes. Oh, what a caught. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They want to throw it. Escapes trouble. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Buys a little time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Here's the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback...
It's a fumble! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
From inside, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing in.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Breaks into the open.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time.
Holds it in the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looking to throw, it's Lane. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back has it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Past the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. He'll toss it across the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Ready up.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Easy.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Wants to throw. It's Lane. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. The field goal is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Firing toward the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Lane. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Ready?
One more play to pad the stats.
29 Philly.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.